Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR cooking. So, tonight I thought I would just eat sort of a simple little dinner, and I saw this giant loaf of sourdough bread at the store, and it looked really nice. And I looked at the ingredients, and it's legit sourdough, which is sometimes kind of hard to find because it shouldn't have yeast added if it's sourdough. And often, if you look at it, it does have yeast added. But this was a real live sourdough. So I bought this big loaf, which will probably be more than I will need. So I'll put this and maybe freeze it or give it to my son or something. But I cut off almost half of it, and I should have cut it really thin and neat and beautiful, but I just cut it kind of just however, and then toasted it. So this is what that looks like. So this is hot, and it smells so good, you guys. Now, should this be cut way thinner than this for what I'm making? Yeah, sure, it should. But I don't mind like a big, thick, chewy piece of bread. So I'm going to keep that warm for just a second. And, oh, I didn't even tell you what I was going to make. So I have an abundance of fresh tomatoes and literally an abundance of basil. I have a lot of basil. So I thought I'd make a bruschetta or bruschetta. I don't know how you say it. I'm not Italian, but I like it. Anyway, so I was going to start by using a good extra virgin olive oil. This happens to be from Kirkland's, which is Costco's brand. And pour a little in here. Now, I don't always make it like this. A lot of times I just toast the bread and eat it with the bruschetta, but I'm going to show you how to make it a little special. So I have a head of garlic, and this head has a little purple in it, which is pretty. I don't know, it's just what they had at the store. And to break the cloves apart kind of easily, what you can do is sort of smash it like that. Sorry if that was loud. And then the cloves just break off. And then if you want, you can take something and go like that. And it'll break off the, the covering on it. What do you call that covering? I don't know. Then you can just take that off really easily like that and have a clove. So don't waste your money when they tell you to buy those bagged cloves. It's really easy actually to do that. All right, so what I want to do is get sliced garlic like that, and then take a piece of this warm toasty bread. And I have this brush. Now, I know it's blue and ugly, and I should have gotten a new one, but I don't know. It's the only one I have around, and I used it for frosting of some sort. I forget. Something I did with my kids. Maybe it was gummy stuff, but the blue food coloring colored it, and it's been washed in the dishwasher. It's clean. So you take olive oil and brush it on your bread, on your toasted bread. Boy. And usually, actually, I think in real life, I would do that before toasting it, but it doesn't really matter. I wanted to show you some. And then take the sliced garlic and rub it on there. And it just gets enough garlic on there without overdoing it. See, I don't like a big chunk like that. So, get another piece. Oh gosh, it smells yummo. Yeah, that smells real nice. And you don't have to rub it a lot because garlic then if you want, if you have some people who might not, you know, eat it with the topping on it and just want like a garlic bread, you can just take a little salt and sprinkle it, maybe a little pepper, and you've got yourself something tasty there. All right, we'll just do a couple of these. Oops. Oh, it smells good. And I should mention I'm not a chef or anything. I just cook for fun at home. Well, not for fun, for sustenance. Sustenance. But you know, you go out to eat somewhere and this will cost you $15. But it's easy to make. Okay, I have more toast, but we'll just do that for right now. Oops. And then look, I have this absolutely beautiful plate that I got at an arts festival. And we'll put our garlic and olive oil toast on here. Just like that. And I don't really need that right now, so we'll put that aside. And our extra garlic. Okay. I didn't really think of this through a whole lot, so bear with me. All right. So then I'm going to take a bowl. You know what I forgot was a spoon. Okay, well, that's okay. And I'll show you my giant tomato harvest. Are you guys ready? That's it. These two sorry looking tomatoes. I don't know what is going on with the tomatoes in my yard, but they are just not around. It's like they're green, but they're not turning red. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I realized I forgot a spoon, and now I'm trying to think how I'm gonna dish this up. Okay, so this tomato I just bought, it's a local grown tomato. I don't know how good it'll be. And my mom would take the skin off it for sure, but I washed it with soap and I feel okay about it. But you might want to. And you can cut this as small as you like or as chunky. It just depends on what you enjoy. So we'll cut that and put that in there. And this is a ceramic knife. It's really good for cutting tomato because it just goes right through the skin easily. Get in there, you guys. Okay. So we'll put our tomato in there. This is called No Frills ASMR because I don't do any fancy editing or anything. You just get what you see. And right now, it's a long story, but basically I'm in my office. I took everything up here instead of the kitchen. So I don't have all my supplies, but we're going to make it work. So I already washed this basil, although it grows in my planter, so it's not. So sometimes I'll take scissors and just cut it. But right now I kind of curl it, kind of fold it up, and then cut it. And then I like it kind of smaller. So I cut it again. Although I'm not very particular. Throw that in there. Fresh basil. Now if I hadn't put the garlic on the bread, I might add some garlic in here. But I already put it on the bread, so. But I am going to put in here a little bit of olive oil. Just like drizzle a little on there. And you can use balsamic vinegar or like a red wine vinegar. Either one will work. It just depends on how, heavy of a flavor you like, because balsamic's kind of a heavier flavor. So I wouldn't put too much. Sometimes I'll put a little of both. Just a little of that. Okay, what am I going to use for us? I'll have to use my knife, guys. There's no way around it. So we'll mix it up. And then we'll put a little salt. I use this kosher salt just because I like the big, like, flakes. I think that's kind of nice. And you could put green onion in here if you wanted. This is not ideal. Don't worry, I won't cut myself. This is not ideal. And then that is a pretty good bruschetta. You could just take that and put it on your bread. We're gonna just make this work, guys. Just like that. And you want to drizzle a little of that juicy on there. So that's pretty tasty. And then if you want, you could add some fresh mozzarella, or I have these chickpeas that I just happen to have. So you could mix some of those in with your tomatoes if you like. I think what I'll do, I'll put a couple on here. Oh, they're gonna roll off. Let's squish them. I'm eating it, so I'm fine with it. And then we'll put a little of this. Put a little of the basil in there. Okay. Or if you want a little spicy. I can't tell you that it smells real nice. You could take some of this red pepper flakes, because I like them on anything Italian, pizza, whatever, it doesn't matter, and just sprinkle a little in there, depending on how spicy you like it. These are super fresh and smell great. And then stir that around a bit. How did that big old leaf get in there? Ooh, that's gonna be nice. And then you could put a little of that on. Ooh. Tastes pretty good. Okay. We'll leave that one for somebody to decide what to do with. I'll put some of this on here. This piece of bread is not cut very nice. Okay. So, here we go. I promise you, it'll taste better than it looks. Let's just add a couple. Ooh, you could put Kalamata olives on there. That'd be good. Alright. Let's bring our plate over. So I have one with nothing on it, so let's take him out. And then if you want to make it look like fancy, you can throw a little basil on the side. And everybody will go, ooh la la. And then you could take a little of this balsamic glaze and just sort of do a drizzle like that. And it's a little sweet. And then it looks super fancy. So there you have it. A little dinner bruschetta. And you could have a little glass of red wine if you choose, or not. You might take a tiny bit of salt and just sort of sprinkle it. Not much though. And there you have it. I want to take a bite, but I'm afraid it'll be so crunchy. It might make a lot of noise. Let's see if I can. Hold on. Let me get a napkin. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Guys, I kid you not. It is so much better than it looks. It doesn't look pretty. It tastes delicious. Oh, it is so good. I can't wait to eat it. I'm going to go sit down in front of my TV and eat this and drink this glass of wine, and it's going to be wonderful. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you later. It is good. Real good. A little bit of garlic. The drizzle is good. Everything is good. That tomato is good. They weren't wrong.